Hello, everybody. It's Kate Richburg, and it is time for Kit Preview on Free Tip Friday. Sorry, I noticed what took me a second was I saw that there was a typo on that slide. So we will fix it and re-upload it. Sorry about that typo. I saw it and I was all, oh my God, typo. So we'll take care of it. I promise. Just cleaning my glasses a bit while everyone is jumping on. It's great to have all of you all here. A big shout out to our buddy, Christine Whitney. Christine, all the best wishes for your new chapter, and thank you for that email. I'm so sorry I've been running that I didn't get a chance to wish you all the best, but we wish you all the best. Janice is off ordering beads, so she will not be on today, but today's going to be a fairly short and sweet episode anyway. I'm going to share our kit for the Great Bead Extravaganza Fall Fest. I'm going to share that today. And we're going to look at that. And then tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific, 10, 11, 12, 1 p.m. Eastern, right? 10, 11, 12, 1. Yes. I will be on with my Great Bead Extravaganza segment, and we're going to put all of this together. I'm going to look at some of the parts and stuff today. And I want to talk to you a little bit about some substitutions and everything, because I really did make a super limited amount of these kits because not everything was available. So, but I really love them. But you can certainly stash dive for your components, or of course, I'm going to jump over to the website a little bit before I log off and show you just where to find some cool stuff there. Okay. So it's great. I see we have a couple of first-time viewers. Welcome. Some seasoned viewers, welcome back as always. And I guess that's it. Oh, and Leslie, send emails just over to info@beadshop, or you can send them to me, kate@beadshop.com as well. So that's how you can reach me. Let me start off by saying here, let's get all of this out of the way. We have today all of our socials. You can find us and keep in touch on our Facebook page. It's our Bead Shop bead table group. We'd love to see you there. Our Instagram, our Pinterest. Hit that like and subscribe button over on YouTube. That really helps boost our socials and get the word out. We're everywhere on social at beadshop.com. And of course, there's that email if you need to get a hold of us. Let me go to, I'm going to share my screen first, I think. And then we're going to look at some of the places where you can find all of this cool stuff that I've done here. Here's the Looking East kits, if I do say so myself. And Looking East, I named it Looking East. Let me sit down. Let me tuck in here. I named this kit Looking East because I find myself gaining a lot of inspiration from our foremothers and forefathers that went ahead of me to the east, in the beautiful continent of Africa, in the great area of Asia and beyond. And so those influences, one of my favorite books, Africa Adorned, really came through in this piece. We have an African trader from Ghana who we've been dealing with for 30 years, and he's really a great guy. And when he comes through, we talk a lot about the beads. We talk about where the beads are from. So I really feel like there's a resonance that comes down from the ages to the adornment that we make. So I wanted to name this Looking East, looking out my east window, looking out eastwardly to where I get some of my inspiration from. So that's what I named this. The kits themselves, they're going to go live at noon Pacific time. Right now, if you're watching this live, it is October 20th, 2023, and it's about 10:45 a.m. on the West Coast. They'll go at noon West Coast time, 3 East Coast time. So what I would do after this broadcast, jump over to the website, make sure you're logged in, all of that good stuff. If you want other stuff in your cart, go ahead and put it in, and then you can add the kit and jump in and check out. Remember that the kits aren't yours until you've checked out, just an FYI. So let me show you here also. We have a couple of things I also wanted to highlight. You can see here for this weekend, we've got our coupon code, okay, here on the website for the Great Bead Extravaganza. So if you use TGBE 20, it's going to knock 20% off of everything that's in your cart. If you wanted a redo of Melange, so many of you emailed in and said, I want more of that monthly mix. We still have some in stock, friends. I made plenty for you. So what I want to say is if you want it, go in and get it. Okay. So use that TGBE 20. That is good through Sunday night, the 22nd at midnight Pacific time. Okay. So that's what's going on there. If you, let me see this photo, this Looking East kit. If you click on it, you're going to see, oh, there's that Third Thursday earring kit, friends. Thank you so much for loving that. But the Looking East kit will appear right here on this page. Okay. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm going to have, let me turn my camera a little bit. There we go. There's a little bit of chaos there behind me over this shoulder. Just ignore that. But anyway, so I'm going to launch some other cool tribal and trade stuff later this month. So keep an eye out for that as well. Oh, let me add this back in actually, and show you folks, if you're watching this later and you're like, hey, I wasn't able to grab the kit. Let me show you a couple of places where you can shop. Right here, I've gone to Beads and Gems. I'm going to go to Tribal and Trade Beads. And there's a whole ton of really cool beads that you can find there. You can shop by type. Let me go to View More. Like the Tides Out, the really cool, oh no, those I'm getting back in. So let me undo those. Sorry, I didn't mean to do those. I want to do currents. That's what I want. All of our really cool currents beads are here. You can find those guys. You can find all of the beads. If you just go to the all beads link, you'll see the Ashanti saucers, stuff like that I use in here. We constantly restock our tribal and trade category. They come in and out so fast and they always aren't the same. So do keep an eye out and we let you know via the newsletter. Also here in our vintage finds, all of our pie discs, and you can see our discs are here. And the pie disc really features prominently in this piece. So I just wanted to let you folks know that's where all of that stuff is. Also with metal beads, things like that. So you'll be in good shape there. Let me go ahead and add this to the mix right here. And I'm going to spotlight this. I've got one eye on comments, one eye on my sample. So hang in here with me. If I miss your comment, I'll come back to it. So here's the piece that I made, and you have seen me wear it a few times. I'm going to go over the kit, what's in your Looking East kit. Everything you're going to see here that I've used is included in this kit. So here's the necklace itself. I'm going to push this to the side. The kit, as I said, launches at noon Pacific time. And thank you, Lynn, thinking about the um, how rich looking it is. I wanted something that really had, I don't know, some resonance. I've been sitting on these beads actually for a while, so I thought it was a great time to use them. So in the kit, you'll get all of these little baggies, okay? And the kind of the, what do I want to say? The centerpiece, because it actually is the centerpiece of this kit, is this pie disc. And in the kit itself, you're going to get one of these beautiful large discs. And we're going to come in and attach this piece to that. And I'm going to show you how to do that here. Then what the string material we're going to use is the waxed linen, like this. And I'll put this on so you can see it. Someone had a question, Amy, you did, about how long it is. I'll show you. I'll put it on. When I made the sample, I didn't have the larger discs, and I wanted you to have a big disc to work with. So in actuality, the pie disc that's here, it's a big one. It's a 50 millimeter, which is, I just love it. I just think it's so substantial and beautiful. Then what I did, I'm going to put this line of beads here, and I made this necklace symmetrical when I designed it. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about stringing this and stuff on my episode on Saturday. Okay. So, let me start taking out some of these other pieces. This is some amber resin that is in your kit. I put 2 large discs like this. This disc is actually 50 millimeter, Lynn, is what this is. So it's a big one. We carry the 40 millimeter on the website, which is this one. But in the kit, I gave you a kit exclusive, which is this 50 millimeter. Then you have 4 of these beauties, these resin pieces, almost 25 millimeter, which I just love, love, love. The 40 will look great as well, or you could use a 30. You could use any of the pie discs that you have for sure. Just work with and alter it just a little bit to work with what you have. That's the beauty, I think, of this design, that you can, what do I want to say? You can really adapt it. It's super adaptable. It really kind of goes hand in hand with the advanced stringing, the masterclass that I'm doing for you folks right now. It kind of has that feeling to it. So, just put on your creative caps and jump in. So the carnelian disc is the 50 millimeter. And then we've got the brass pendant from Ghana, which I just love. And you can use this on its own like this, but I coupled it and used it with this disc. The Nigerian beads, these are horn here, and then these are the imitation amber discs. These are from Ghana. We've got some of these French cross beads. These are reproduction made in Ghana. They're not the old vintage ones, but you get some black and then you get brown for the closure. You get some Crobo beads. Let me get those in the mix. Let me make sure that I'm in the shot. I am. There we go. And then here are the Crobo beads. Some rounds, some slices, some of the currants. Here, what we call currants are the recycled glass in the blue and the topaz. Then I've got some Ashanti saucers in kind of a cafe latte kind of a color, and then some currants that are smaller. Then the wax linen that I've given you one nest of the wax linen here, the Irish wax linen. Okay. So these guys here, these are the resin beads from Ghana, the spacers, and these are big. They're about 25 millimeter here. And then these are the horn from Nigeria, and they are almost 20 millimeters here. Okay. So that's this beauty right here. Now, the way that I laid it out, and you can tune in for my show tomorrow, and you can see how I put this together. But I wanted to give you on the page, the project page, you'll have a really good project map. But I wanted to show you how I laid this out here. They're symmetrical like this. And you can see I really just played puzzle pieces with these, right? And so I grouped them. And, you string this, I'm just going to put these like this. You string this the way that it speaks to you. Okay? However these beads work, let them work for you, right? But I wanted to have something maybe a little heavier down here, tapering up a little bit on the back end here. And you can see that that crowboat, that slice is just gorgeous, isn't it? So I did some intentional repeats, some patterning, just what felt right with these beads. Again, that's why I named this Looking East. This really has a heavy influence from our foremothers and forefathers over on the African continent, especially Ghana, some Nigeria. It's a real love letter to those artisans for sure, as well as even looking more eastward to the Tibetan influence, those beautiful Tibetan necklaces. We're so lucky that now we can. I'm kind of tearing up about this. I don't know why. I think it's kind of profound, just laying out the beads, thinking about the people that went before you, and also people that love to adorn themselves with beads. We have that in common, right? We are much more the same than we are different, my friends. And I think that's something, actually, not to get on my soapbox, but I think that is something that we need to think of now more than ever. So anyway, soapbox off. Let me just finish laying this beauty out, and then I'm going to measure for you and see what I've got. And let me just double check here. I've got this one and this and this and the crowbow. And yep, I knew I had a spacer out of whack. That goes there and there. Am I missing some Ashanti saucers? I have one on the front right here, like so. And then I think, have I missed a crowbow? I have. It's here. Okay. I mean, Ashanti. So I've used every single one of those beads, right, in this piece. You can make it, this makes it pretty long. So let me show you what this looks like on me. Oh, I love it. I love, Donna, that you are super moved by this. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. That's great. And yeah, I am. I'm passionate about my beads and things, right? I can't help it. You folks, we're all friends, right? So we can talk freely. We can speak freely. But anyway, so here's the necklace, and I'm going to put this on, and you can see on me where it sits. Okay, about here. So it's a little long. You can see right here I'm wearing a scarf. I feel like I'm on a fashion show. Wearing a scarf, but it drapes below. You can make it a little bit higher, right? A little bit shorter. Let me find my my tape measure. I know it's here somewhere. There it is, behind me on the table. Hang on. So let me stand up. And let me measure here. So the centerpiece here, I'm going to measure, comes to, this is about 22.5 inches about, right? So I think you can make this a little shorter or a little longer, just depending. If you wanted it even longer than 22.5, just go stash diving. Find a few pieces from your collection or jump over to the Tribal and Trade, right? And add a couple more. So let me get back to this right here and let me look at this layout. Ellen, now that something isn't, or who told me? Someone was saying, check my layout. Let me see the layout here. Mary's saying the two for top left, I think, need to be moved. Let's see. Here. Oh, yeah. Good eye. Let me see. That goes there. Let me take the necklace off. But again, we don't have to be perfect on this. Too overly precious. Let me throw that back down. So there's this one, this one, this one, this one. There we go. And this one. Thank you for catching my layout here. Perfect. Thank you, Mary. And then this is the closure here. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that tomorrow during the project, during the broadcast is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to also read comments all at the same time. So so that's that. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. The stringing material, let me talk to you just real quickly about it. It is the wax linen in walnut. This is a 10-yard nest. You're going to have plenty for this. I've used this. This is strung on a doubled strand here. I've wrapped it around the centerpiece in kind of a, I don't know, artistic way. Then it comes up. Pardon me. It comes up. And then I just close it with some macrame and macrame loop. And this, here it is. And the French cross in the brown. Okay. So that's my story. I am sticking to it. Let me put myself back on here. So this one today is a little short and sweet because I've got to prep. I'm going to actually film the broadcast of this for tomorrow. So my broadcast tomorrow is for the Fall Fest is going to be pre-recorded because I'm actually having a little adventure tomorrow. But we will go on as usual at 10 a.m. Pacific. Let me share with you our schedule for the Fall Fest. If you don't have a schedule yet, you can check our newsletter as well as jumping over to the Great Bead Extravaganza Facebook group. You can see tonight we are going to do a project preview party starting at 5 p.m. going Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. I actually also will not be here live tonight because I will be starting on my adventure. I'll pop in probably though, and sometime this weekend and post some pictures for you folks. And then we're going to kick it off tomorrow starting at 8:30 p.m. Pacific, 11:30 a.m. Eastern. with Candy Cooper. We're going to go all through the day, and I'm going to have a pre-recorded segment for you actually at the end of the day, starting at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to do a little pre-record on, let me put that back up there real quick, a little pre-record on tips for organizing your beads and your workspace. Okay. So I'm not sure why my camera, there we go. For some reason, my camera just fell out of the shot, but it's a good thing I had this slide up. And then on Sunday, we're going to keep going through Sunday, October 22nd, our second day of our Fall Fest. I'm going to be on again with you, crazy, at 2:30 Pacific, 4:30 or 5:30 Eastern, with our buddy Gail Crosman Moore. She's going to be on doing a really great project. I'll show it to you right here. It's right in the middle of me. That's Gail's project. You'll see her on Sunday. If you didn't watch, you can go over to the group page. I did a great little Q&A with her. The Meet Gail Crosman Moore yesterday. It's in the Great Bead Extravaganza group. It was a lot of fun talking to Gail and hearing all about her art, and it's a lot of fun. So it was so great to have her. Don't forget, friends, we've got that TGBE coupon all weekend going on. TGBE 20. You can enter it at checkout for 20% off your entire cart. And that is good through midnight on Sunday night. It will also apply to this kit. So jump on over and get yourself started there. I guess, my friends, that is it. Let me put this back on just for fun. Looking east. Let me just double check. No more comments. I think we're good. Put this on. Again, I'm sorry about the pre-record for tomorrow, but I double booked myself. What a surprise. I'm the queen of double booking, but I promise you'll have a full recounting of how to create this piece. You're going to pretty much see me go from here to that broadcast. So thank you all, my dear friends. Without you folks out there in the virtual bead land, we here at beadshop.com wouldn't be able to do what we do. We really appreciate your support of our small business because, as you know, a small business is not for the faint of heart. So thank you again. I'll see you tomorrow on my pre-record and Sunday live with Gail. Have a creative weekend. You folks are going to have so much fun. I always love. I'm going to be tuning in from the road to see people's projects as well. All right, my darlings. I'll see you live next week with Emily. I'll see you live on Sunday with Gail. Remember, this kit goes live at noon Pacific time, a little less than an hour, over at beadshop.com. Just click on that photo right on the homepage. All right, friends. Talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.